So quite similar to the Gore situation, Jean Grey is very difficult for Spider-Man because she moves around a whole lot. So as of right now, she's the only boss I have not beaten with Spider-Man at a respectable level. So I'm gonna try and see if we can maybe change that in this video with Spider-Man still being tier 3. I'm hoping at tier 4 we should be able to do it quite easily. Keep in mind we don't have any damage reduction, and playing with Jean Grey is a very dangerous thing because she hits really hard. So not having any damage reduction, you gotta be like on your tippy toes. But in Spider-Man, right, so Spidey sense should always be tingling when you're playing him. I guess that's what they're going for, or like live on the edge, die on the edge. Please don't kill me. Okay, run like the wind, boy. Okay, thank goodness for Ghost Panther for a little bit of damage reduction. I guess we got 15%. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We definitely have the damage. I think we could go up to stage 25, 26, maybe even 29. I don't know. Like, we definitely have the damage to do higher than this. It's just a matter of keeping him alive, I think. Because I know 25 is agility, so he could definitely do that. Luckily for me, Jean moved and Spider-Man tracked him. That's not a normal occurrence. Usually Spidey just like attacks into the ground and like punching absolute nothingness. Okay. Boom, boom. All the way over here. And then, oof, I got hit. That sucks. Oh yeah, we definitely got this. Wow, I could have gone higher. Yeah. It's okay. We definitely could have did 25. I underestimated Spider-Man. Yep, I underestimated him. Shame on me. And the reason why I underestimated him is because of the movement, the constant movement and repositioning that Jean Grey does. I figured it would make the fight a lot more difficult. It's kind of like with Shadow Shell. Shadow Shell, you have to kind of like corner Jean Grey. Nope. Debuff removal, baby. Oof. Okay. Let me see if I can corner her. Ah, my procs did not come on time. Sometimes I'm trying to hit the co-op skill to evade stuff, but I think it's Scarlet Spider that's striking for me, so I can't use the co-op. It's unfortunate. I gotta be really careful. Oh man, we went from being able to dominate this to oh man, struggling. I guess it's the same as Gore. Yeah, it's the exact same as Gore. When you get to the end, she just gets really annoying. But is it like, I guess it's kind of like a wild animal, right? When you corner a wild animal, then they start to get all like crazy like. I guess that's how these bosses act. Literally, they're tapping into their primal instinct. That's why they say you should never corner an animal, because then it really goes out of control. Alright, so now that we have the tier 4 for Spider-Man, let me see how we do against Jean. Mama Jean, Mama Dearest. Let me see what's going on with you. We're on 25 this time, which means we can use White Fox because this is the agility tag stage, as opposed to last time we had to use male humans. Ooh, just a little too close. Nice, that 2 actually was perfect there. Okay. They should make it so that those things go away when you trigger a new phase, because sometimes I get a little too laxed and she gets me with those kamikaze clones. They remind me of if you guys ever seen Dragon Ball Z, like, okay, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, I don't know, maybe you were born in the last like 10 years. If so, you missed out. Go watch it. But like, do you guys remember when Gotenks was fighting Boo and he made those like kamikaze clones? That's what those Jean Grey clones remind me of. I don't know, for some reason that those things come to my mind every time I see the Jean Grey clones. Da, 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 da. Dancing. 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 Am I the only one who gets like Dance Dance Revolution vibes from those colors and the constant need to move? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loser. I wouldn't put it past that being the reason. But yeah. Is it Dance Dance Revolution or is it Tap Tap Revolution? I don't know. It also gives me Guitar Hero vibes. Okay, I might be aging myself. I don't know if people even still play Guitar Hero. I haven't played it in years, but like back in the day, Guitar Hero was the shit. Okay, so we have another character that can do the agility tag stage in Spider-Man. Especially if you have Scarlet Spider, because then you can put Scarlet Spider and Spider-Man together. That's a good combo. And then you have Black Widow and other characters. You can put Wave and somebody else together, so you can climb up to 29. I guess I should start climbing again. I kind of just like, I've been getting Jean Grey, and then I was just like, alright, cool. I'll just play other bosses as I get them. But I guess I should start climbing. Let's run. I will say, it's easier to keep. Oh, come on, I messed up there. Well, it's easier to keep Jean in check with Spider-Man than Shadow Shell. For some reason, I thought it would have been harder or just as difficult, but like, yeah, that's what I've noticed, anyways. All right, come on. Yeah, boy, Jean. Anyways, but yeah, with Shadow Shell, if you are not careful, a lot of times Jean will just move away and you'll lose all your damage from your 5th skill. The same thing can happen with Spider-Man, but I just haven't noticed that happening to me ever. Like, that was one thing that I was really paranoid about, because like against Gore it happens so much, and Gore and Jean are pretty much the same in terms of like the constant need to reposition yourself and the constant need to dodge and stuff. I think their design choices were probably done by the same person just to annoy you. Okay, so one of the only things I haven't shown you guys so far with Spider-Man is how he performs in Giant Boss Raid. So I wanted to do that while we have him at tier 3, because after this I think I've seen all I need to see for Spider-Man, and then we're gonna pull the trigger and get him up to tier 4 and see if he gets significantly better. I'm also kind of curious to see how his webbing is going to interact with bosses, because it ignores immunity, but that's not necessarily where we are right now in the game, where we need to web up World Boss Ultimate. So if it applies in World Boss Legend, however, that would be cool. And if it applies in Giant Boss Raid, I don't know, that would be kind of broken. Imagine Dormammu not being able to move or do any attacks for, it's only 2 seconds, but even then that would be kind of cool, no? It's only 2 seconds, but still would be rather cool. So 1 minute. This is type neutral. Seems rather slow. Yikes, only 1 bar. Okay, let me just go over here. Let's build this up. I think since it takes 3 rotations for his tier 3, that's why he's looking so lackluster. Because most new characters these days, or most characters getting uniforms these days, it only takes 2 rotations for them to get their tier 3. So him taking 3 rotations, it's not a good look, TBH. Yeah. Come on, Spidey. This damage is rather sad. It's cool being able to move with the I guess in a predictable pattern with the 2 skill. Like just now when the fire wave was going on, I knew if I hit the 2 I would move to the right, so I could just kind of move through it. That's cool, I guess. It's not like a V-pad skill, but being able to move in a predictable pattern is really good for evading attacks when you see them coming. So we just do this, go over here. I know destruction isn't necessarily the best for giant boss raid. You'd want to go with rage, but I think it's at least better than the energy. Okay, that was dumb for me to move into the fire after I'd already gone through it. I know most people aren't going to use Spider-Man in giant boss raid, but for me, whenever I get a new uniform or a new character, I like to test them in as many areas as possible, especially when they're going to be moving up to tier 4 and this is not something I'll ever be able to do again. Like in the sense that he's never going to go back to being a tier 3. And ooh, oh, I forgot that he had the heal and his HP drops. Completely forgot about that. Come on, where's my proc? I've seen a couple of you guys saying, nice, saying I should try him with a rage, and then maybe I'll be able to cancel a couple skills and stuff. Oof. Maybe I'll do that once I get him up to tier 4, but I just don't see him as a rage character. But to be honest, his procs are kind of inconsistent right now, and that's really bothering me. Okay. Yeah, like 5 whole minutes. I know it's type neutral, but like, come on, bro. This is yikes, bro. Like, unless he gets like a massive glow up from the tier 4, this is, yeah, not something I would recommend to anyone. Yikes, bro. Come on. Can't remember the last time it took me 5 minutes, especially with a reforged CTP. Come on, man. Yeah, over 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to dodge this. And I think we should get... I don't think we can get 6 bars here, no. Wow. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought we could get 6 bars. I'm like, alright, we got the what you call it, strike proc and everything. Yeah, we cheat. No, not even, bro. We not even Louis Fendi, not even Prada, bro. Like, holy. Like, enrage proc and everything is like a bar and a half, if that. That's wild. So like 6 minutes. I know it's type neutral, but this is not good. Nah, this ain't good. All right, let's see if the tier 4 makes a big impact, ladies and gents. I'm hoping for great things. Let's go. Okay. Wanted to save the attack buff. TBH. They should have made it so his tier 4 can be charged every rotation, kind of like they did for Jean Grey. Don't y'all think? Like, I don't know. Seems like They shafted my boy. With just the charge speed, I think it should have been up every rotation. That's just me. Okay, come on, come on. Yeah, so even if you use all 5 skills, you can only get up to 94%. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Yikes. I know he's a PvP character and all, but I'm kind of upset. I know this is type neutral, and I know the destruction that I have on him isn't, oh come on, come on, come on, isn't ideal for giant boss raid, and it's also not proccing consistently because he doesn't have that many hits on his skills. Like, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Y'all can be the decider. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to get off one extra rotation to build up the tier 4, and we should have the tier 3 ready right about now. So we go, come on. Come on. Wow. That's it. Yeah. Ah, boy. So Shadow Shell looks way better than this, dog. Way better than this. I think that's gonna breed some controversy in the community. Like, to be fair, Shadow Shell has no PvP potential. Like, well, actually, that's not true. Like, okay, let me take that back. On her own, without the Syrian Sunbird, Shadow Shell's PvP potential is not there. However, if you put her in the Warriors of the Sky team up, then yeah, she gets PvP viability, but then even then it's AC mainly, because you're never gonna really run the Warriors of the Sky in timeline. Like, it just doesn't make sense when you have so many other characters that are just gonna decimate. So I'm looking at this, and the tier 4, bro, only really took off a minute off the clear speed. That don't even sound right. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Leave me your thoughts. I'm trying to not make it like a 30-minute video, so instead I've just been trying to compile things in a more concise fashion. There's 66 other people, or rather 65 other people with a better Spider-Man than me. Granted, my Spider-Man is basic. Still need to stack him full of Odins and whatnot. It is unfortunate, however, that I'm gonna try him in PvP now that he's at tier 4, obviously. Let me know if you guys want to see me use him with the destruction, or if you guys have gotten enough destruction gameplay. The reason why I've been doing destruction gameplay, by the way, is because I know a lot of characters don't really use the CTP of destruction anymore. So you might be like me, where you have a lot of them and you're like, yo, who can I give one that can actually work? As you saw at tier 3 and now at tier 4, the destruction works really well for Spider-Man. So maybe you could use him with a destruction, and if you reforge it, then you get the best of both worlds, basically.